Welcome to the final part of the Sonic Generations Let's Play. So now we're going to be heading to the final boss of the game. And folks, we have to put Chaos Emeralds in, right? Yeah, I'm skipping that. All it is really is that we're just putting Chaos Emeralds into the gears. It's really not worth showing off, and I'll be honest, not fun. Anyhow, cutscene.
Okay, whatever you are, if you want to avoid an embarrassing beatdown, you better give up now.
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
Eggman! But how?
He had a little help.
Dr. Robotnik!
Nobody calls me that anymore. If you would be so kind as to explain, gentleman genius Dr. Eggman from the future. It will be my pleasure, most excellent and efficacious Dr. Eggman of the past. After my most recent setback, I stumbled upon the primordial form of this unique creation, which I discovered had amazing abilities even I have never been able to master. It could erase time and space. I then had the brilliant idea to use my discovery to undo my previous defeats. In order to perfect it, I needed the help of somebody as smart as I am. The only person that smart is me. Oh, you are too kind, my dear future self, and I was happy to help. I captured your friends, flinging them through time to bait my traps.
But the more your monster tears through time, the more damage you do to the world.
The world? I'm going to own the world when I'm finished with Sonic! Wow, will I really get that crazy? We'll see who's crazy after I destroy both Sonics. Forever. You mean after we destroy them? Less arguing, more destroying.
Destroy me? You and what mustache? I beat you all the time by myself, and now there's two of me.
Then I'll have twice as much fun defeating you.
Keep moving!
Move all you want, I'm still going to stump you into a blue jelly. That was just to soften you up. Now it's time to meet your doom.
Do it, Sonic!
Come on, Sonic! Smack him!
Not you!
You've got this, Sonic.
You can win, Sonic.
Who are they? They are insignificant. You've got the power, Sonic.
Focus your spirit.
We're with you guys! I believe in you, Sonic!
Don't give in, Sonic.
I know you can do this, Sonic!
You can win, Sonic! You always do!
Time to scramble some Eggman, Super Sonic style!
Okay, so now we're going to be heading into what's possibly the worst final boss in Sonic history. Yeah. Just when you think things were about to get promising for a final boss. Just when you think Solaris was stupid. Okay, so the final boss is the Time Eater, and I gotta say, for a final boss that's supposed supposed to be part of Sonic's 20th anniversary. Wow. This has got to be one of the worst final bosses in Sonic history. Okay, so basically as modern Super Sonic, we're just, you know, flying. And we basically have to fly to the core. Each time we hit the core, it spews out rings. Here's a ball kicker to that. Each time you actually enter a new area, there's like lines of rings, you know, they're right next to you. Thing is though, sometimes you'll be going so fast, you'll often miss the rings. The boost can actually he attract rings to you. But the problem is that the range of actually picking up rings from a distance has to be some of the shortest distance. I swear, it's even shorter than a normal boost. And then you can also switch between being either classic or modern Sonic, like when the boss shifts into either 3D or 2D plane. And rarely I beat this boss on us as classic Sonic. But here's another problem: the power-ups. Sometimes you'll see a homing attack cursor right on the core itself. Thing is though, you won't home in. As modern Super Sonic, classic Sonic will just curl up into a ball, and it pretty much acts like a projectile. And as classic, you use modern Super Sonic as a laser, and it does jack squat. And here's another power he has. He can pretty much use Time Break from Sonic and the Secret Rings. Thing is though, he doesn't do anything with Time Break. Actually no, let me rephrase that. He actually uses something in Time Break. Like he launches a crapload of missiles, but since time is slowed down anyway, the missiles never hit you. Oh, and then he has that laser, which I swear can be impossible to avoid. I don't think it's as impossible as the Dark Gaia boss, but it can still be rather hard to avoid at times. And to top it all off, whenever there's a homing shot, or at least when there's a homing shot, or laser or warping arm attack that he's doing right now, your friends always have to announce it. Granted, I never really noticed it all that much. Then again, I can thank the voice cast for that, because at least they're not as annoying. But they don't need to announce any attack he makes. It can come off as annoying for some people. Oh, and one more thing about the rings. It can be hard to spot the rings, because again, you're going so fast. But this final part's actually really easy though. Just use the L1 and R1 buttons to combine your powers. Anyway, meet the climactic end. So that was the Time Eater, and I gotta say, what a piece of shit that was. Anyhow, cutscene.
Still warm. Time travel. I'll admit, you weren't half bad, Sonic.
Half bad? Are you kidding? He was all great! He collects how many? Wow, where does somebody put all those gold rings? You know what? I don't know. I keep forgetting to ask.
It was great teaming up with you. Hope you learned a few tricks that'll help you out in the future. I mean, the past. You know what I mean. Dude, sweet! And you're only gonna get better!
There's our ride!
Hey, Sonic! Enjoy your future! It's gonna be great!
So that was Sonic Generations. Alright, what can I say about this game? Besides Planet Wisp, the Egg Dragoon, and the horrible final boss that is the Time Eater, this is still a really solid game. I mean, I could go, hell, I could make a paragraph or an essay on why I love this game so much. The level design is perfect, the graphics look beautiful, especially for the PS3 and Xbox 360, and especially with the HD upgrade. The soundtrack is great, even though, yeah, the soundtrack is great, which is why I keep saying that, buy this soundtrack, it's so good. The attention to detail, the nostalgia factor, especially, the game has a huge nostalgia factor, especially longtime fans of the series, and best of all, this game can be played by anybody. You don't have to be a fan of the series in order to enjoy this. In fact, this game actually brought me back into the series. I can't thank the developers enough for that. Yeah, sure, some of the levels can't... Sure, Planet Wisp can be drawn out, the Time Eater is horribly designed, and the Egg Dragoon can last a little too long. But this is still a really solid game, man. And I can't say, and this is really hard for me to say, hey, just buy this game, play it yourself, especially get the PC version, because the PC version has a lot of because, you know, the modding community, and the modding community is huge on the PC version. So, which brings me to thanks to not only the developers of this game, and even though I didn't show off the mods, I'm still gonna say it right now. Thanks, consider, to all modders that are watching this, consider this Let's Play my thanks, even though you guys never asked for it. And then again, I'm probably a noob. I don't really care at this point. Sonic Generations, a great game, a great Sonic game. It's a masterpiece, even though it does have its flaws. And even then, those flaws, they don't detract from the experience to me. I will say this one more time, buy this game, you will not be disappointed. With that being said, I'm GameMan5804, you guys enjoy the rest of this credits music, and Sonic for life, baby. That's all I have to say. Have a great day.
you sure you saw a door over here? What? You were the one who said you saw a door over here! Well, I know it was one of us. Shut up and keep looking. What time is it? It's the exact same time as when you asked earlier, and it'll be the exact same time when you ask later. There is no time here! Let me just say that this was a brilliant plan that you came up with. Don't get too self-righteous. It'll be your plan pretty soon. I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to forgetting it. I heard that! Do we ever win? That depends on your definition of win. Beating Sonic? Oh, well then no. That doesn't give me much hope. Maybe I'll go back and get my teaching degree. That's not a bad idea. I've always enjoyed telling people what to do.